Welcome all you Plus 2 Comedy modifiers to another episode of the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast. I'm your host as always, TV's Noah Houlihan, and before we get to our fantastic episodes with the hosts of Dear Goddesses, I had to tell you about some upcoming shows. We just got back from Anime Next and I'm exhausted, so come see us at Too Many Games, and at DexCon, and at MagLabs, and at GamerCon in Atlantic City. Google them. And now, without any further ado, take it away.
No.
Who's ready for a podcast?
Let's not do it. We won't say swears either.
Hey guys, we're live, just so you know.
We are always on top of it.
This is the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast, coming to you live from Gamers Vault. That's 175 Route 70 in Medford, New Jersey. I'm your host, as always, TV's Noah Houlihan, joined, as always, by the witchy poo to my Merlin, Mr. William. How you doing, Will?
Is that the lady from Sword in the Stone?
I believe so.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I was going for a magic theme. Nope,
No?
research department says
Who's
no.
the lady from
immediately.
Sword in the Stone?
The Mad
Ooh.
Madam Mim to my Merlin. That sounds even better. How you doing, Will?
Good. There was a inappropriately sexy squirrel in that movie.
It's true. It is true.
Who scored it?
What?
Who scored it?
Well, she was trying to have relations with what? That wasn't his name in the movie, though, was it?
Author?
Mott?
Author.
Oh, yeah, he had some
Mort.
other name.
Mort. Yes, Mort. Wart. That's an
Thank God we have
unfortunate
a
name.
research department.
Yeah.
Our guest this week, guys, you might have noticed there's a bunch of people here. Our guests this week are the hosts of Dear Goddesses. Please give it up for Betti, Andrew, and Christine.
Hello.
There used
we
to be
assume
a
you're giving it up at home, so thank you.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
stop.
Please sit down. Sit down.
Thank you.
It's
Thanks.
fine.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Yes. So how long have you guys been doing Dear Goddesses?
Since when was our first show? In January?
Mhm.
Since January.
2018.
2018.
Oh, that's
2018.
very recent.
Yeah.
And what exactly is the show?
So
Great question.
Great question.
We are two 15-year-olds
Mm.
in the prime of our emotional and physical maturity
Yes.
who recently discovered witchcraft. And Andrew is our older brother who is on probation and hang out with us as community service.
Yeah.
We solve problems. We sip tea. We light candles.
We light candles. We read tarot. We talk about our drama,
Yeah.
Our
Boys.
families.
Boys.
modesty,
Girls.
and usually we have a real life letter written to us by someone who needs advice from us, and we solve it.
You make them write a letter?
We force people to write us letters.
Like on paper? Like a caveman?
No.
No.
Oh, thank God.
We
Okay.
are involved.
Whew.
We are
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah,
It's
all
not
right.
that type of witchcraft.
You know, it's like family friendly, not like
Not
handwritten.
Like, yeah, like cursive. No.
None of that. None of that.
Nope.
I do
No
use
cursive.
the handwritten font available.
Yeah,
on
yeah. You want to be
PowerPoint.
fancy.
Okay, all right, that
Mhm.
makes
I
sense.
believe it's called Lucille. You know.
Oh,
Yes.
it depends on which one. I mean.
I would consider papyrus to be a
Well,
hand.
I like Jokerman.
Oh, Jokerman's a fun one.
Hello.
That says-
Yeah. We talking
Fancy.
fonts? We talking fonts? Avenir? You got any Avenir fans?
Oh, I'm all
That
about
says I'm
Helvetica.
confident that my birthday party will be a certain level of fun.
I'm a Comic Sans guy, believe it or not.
Oh.
No, don't you moan.
Whoa. I guess
Comic Sans has been scientifically proven to be the easiest font to read if you're dyslexic. And as a dyslexic American, I like to be able to read.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I did not
Okay.
know that about Comic Sans, but I don't think that.
Yeah.
I am upset
what?
now that
That's
I have
fine.
been so upset.
I'm so
we
sorry.
are actually staunch ableists.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Might as well get that out there now.
I
Make
prefer you
it
not
all
to ever
work.
read.
Yeah.
The whole show, you have to stand. And just watch us perform.
That's not true, Internet. It's not true.
That was a
That
joke.
was a joke. We were kidding, and we're sorry we said bad things about Comic Sans. Just getting it out there now.
Thank you.
I feel like it's kind of cool to like Comic Sans now.
Yeah?
I don't know. I feel like it is. It's
You do-
like, oh, this
Don't,
is
don't
like
try to butter
the,
me up,
the
Andrew.
much maligned Comic Sans. I love it.
Suddenly you love it.
I personally love it.
Yeah, I see how this is.
Yeah.
But our show is.
All right.
It's every
Wingdings. All right, I'm done.
I love wingdings.
No, don't get off topic.
I'm sorry. Bring it back.
Stop
I don't think
distracting them with
America's ready for
shiny
wingdings
fonts.
yet.
America is
We
not.
are clearly prepared to be distracted. So this is going to be your game to hold.
You should not have brought up fonts.
It's really our own fault. We should know not to bring up such fascinating topics.
Yeah, oh boy.
So, the show, is it an improv show? Is it scripted? Like,
It's
what's
a little
going
bit
on
of
here?
both. So
We're walking that line.
we walk that line. The way we kind of come up with the general direction the show's going to go in is we hang out with each other. We do a lot of this, and then at the end we kind of put together a fun storyline-ish, come up with some loose jokes, and then we improvise otherwise. Did I do that justice?
And I
I
mean,
think so.
the cards tell us things.
Yeah, the
palms
cards.
are not
Hey,
planted palms. These
yeah.
are real human palms.
Real human hands.
No mannequin hands.
And you bring your hands with you, the human hands. You just have a supply.
Bring them everywhere.
Yeah. In
Like a-
case the audience shows up with no hands, we
Right, so you have a bag of
we
hands.
Have a bag of hands in the
Do you
bag
get
that we
fresh
can-
hands every show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know a guy, and honestly, we're sort of sponsored by Ray Ray's hands and feet.
Shout out to Ray Ray. I know he's watching.
So it's like Wendy's. They're never frozen.
Always
Exactly.
fresh. Always
And
Always
we
fresh,
prefer red-headed women's hands.
Wow, who doesn't?
Yeah, it is our fetish. So. Can we say that?
Can we say fetish? Is that a cut?
No.
It's not a cuss.
You should probably stop.
Okay, we're
Fair
done.
enough. We're sorry.
We're moving on.
It's our hobby.
It's our hobby.
Hobby.
Really,
Oh, it
really
feels
like-
much creepier to use hobby instead of fetish.
Honestly, hobby's just fetish and a turtleneck. You know what I mean?
I
Yes, Christine actually has that tattooed across her lower back.
Yeah,
And
it's a
we're-
good one.
And we're done with
Ugh.
fetish.
Yeah, and we're moving.
And we're moving on. We're moving on.
So
I have a foot hobby. So
yeah, that's
see, isn't that worse?
that works?
A foot hobby
It's
is
good.
We prefer the feet to not be attached to the body.
Yeah,
because
no,
we
we've
use them
established
for
that.
magic.
Oh, do you read the feet?
We haven't gotten there yet, but I feel like we're working towards
we?
it.
Why haven't we actually?
Jesus
Well, because you'd have
does
to
it in
touch
God's
people's
spot.
gross feet. That's one.
And there are less lines, right? There are less lines.
There are a lot of lines on
There's
my
a lot of
feet.
line in my feet.
I think I got some lines in my foot.
I don't have any
I
lines.
stepped on a couple of grills
You don't have
in
any
my life.
lines on your feet?
They're just.
Ooh,
smooth
that
as
means you're
all.
dead.
Yeah, that's not good.
If you
I-
walk
I
barefoot, do you
know
just
it
slip?
means that. Yes.
Yeah. Easy. She tripped like 7 times.
Like a dog on a hardwood floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Everywhere I go.
Anytime the mailman shows up,
Great.
Betty's like, "Shut!" I mean,
Oh, come on!
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
We had a good streak of no cursing.
We did.
And now
We're
it's
trying.
I do
ruined.
want it noted that I've done best so far, and I did not ruin us in the video game portion.
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
Okay. All right.
We
Someone's trying to
we haven't
steer
said this in a while on the show, but any guest that makes it through the show without cursing, we would give them the Minty Ham Award. We haven't given a lot of those out,
so we're not getting
Okay,
I
that.
want it. I want
I
it.
didn't know about this. We did not
not
know
fair.
about this until right now.
Well,
So can
unfortunately,
we start over?
no. You guys have been disqualified from the Minty Ham Award.
We don't,
This
I don't
is
even want the
unfair.
minty ham.
Well, wait, Christine hasn't said anything.
I know. She's your last hope for this minty ham.
Christine.
She's just not going to.
She's not going to talk anymore.
Also, I would say that my outfit right now could be described as minty ham. Sorry.
I thought you were dressed as Ness from Earthbound, but that's just.
A little bit,
True.
yeah.
I am here. I'm
vibe?
here as a sub, and we're gonna go hiking.
So how do you guys all know each other? How did this come to be?
Okay.
Were
yeah.
you always there?
Yeah, I think
We were all born from the same mother.
we met in our first life about 600 years ago. We were
Ooh,
all
alright.
part of the Spanish Inquisition. I died of
That's not
typhoid.
the right date.
Christine
Yeah, I don't know if that was
died
600
of.
years ago.
Hey, listen. You know what?
You know what they were thinking about at 600 years
Yeah, okay.
ago? Okay, yeah.
Or
They didn't
after.
just wake up and they're like, you know what? We're going to force everyone to be Catholic today. No, it was like centuries of,
Okay,
of
all right.
build-up.
And you think they can just dye everything red, spot on? No.
What is red? I'm sorry.
Everything was. They wore a lot of red and
Oh,
Wore a
okay.
lot of red.
Yeah, or at least in the Monty Python skit. Yeah.
Which is, of course, all I'm.
Which that's what we're talking about, right?
Because,
Yeah.
I mean,
The historical documentary of Monty Python's Flying Circus.
it's certainly more fun than the actual Inquisition. So,
Yes, yes.
Wait, what's the actual Inquisition?
oh boy, here we go.
A
I
bunch
can't get into
of-
this.
Yeah, it had a
Not
lot to
without
do.
swearing.
Yeah. But actually, we met in improv. classes that we took together. We met in improv classes. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
600 years ago.
No, it's yes and guys, not
yeah.
not
Yeah, you're right.
not.
You take a special sword.
Yes.
It's just like, but more.
I would actually really like to see that and be like, well, that's some crazy shoes you're wearing, ma'am.
That's actually all Christine does in improv sets. If you ever perform
Just
with
agrees.
her, here,
It's easy.
here's a taste of it.
All right.
Scene.
That's end scene.
That was pretty good. For all the 2-second improv scenes we've had on this show, that
Yeah.
is by far the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
actually scripted.
Certainly the most
Oh.
efficient. And yeah, that was scripted.
We worked that out in the car ride over.
I prefer my improv be scripted anyway. Like, why? Don't waste my time.
Go take the risk.
Check
Go
it.
take the
Make
risk.
sure it works, and then show it to me.
Make it funny.
Yeah, that's what a great idea.
Sorry.
Take that, improv.
Throwing shade. No, it's okay.
It's like paying a lot of money for Van Gogh's sketchbook. You're like, that's freaking ridiculous.
That's not
Yeah.
a relatable.
Yeah.
Finished work.
He's like, I put some blue on it. I don't know if it works.
I don't relate to that metaphor.
You've never heard of Van Gogh?
No.
Okay.
You don't
What?
know. You don't live wealthy like Andrew does,
Yeah.
where he just keeps buying sketchbooks
He's-
that he doesn't like and throwing them out.
He's from that episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I've
That's-
never watched any Doctor
Yeah,
Who.
In
Oh, then
Ben's
you wouldn't know who
defense-
Van Gogh is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not one of the Ninja Turtles, so
No, that's
He's
right.
Was
not.
he kicked out? Was his
Yeah.
personality?
he's the lost turtle. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the. He, had
He
the yellow
didn't like
bandana.
pizza.
Yeah, they found out he was just a lizard with a backpack. So-
Yeah, a backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Those turtles are horrible.
They're
Well,
I mean, they're
bullies.
They're very
yeah,
young.
weapons and such.
Teenage.
Where do we stop making excuses? You know,
They're
Where do we
they're
draw the
they're
line?
teenage. I can say
They're
that with
teenage.
certainty.
So as a teenager, you didn't have tolerance? I'm just saying. Like,
No, I was a little monster.
Oh, okay.
As
Fair
are
enough.
we on our show.
Yeah,
Dear
on our
God,
show.
this is-
To
yeah,
bring
Oh
it
yeah, you guys have a show.
full circle, our show is every last Thursday at Good Good Comedy Theater in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at 8 p.m.
Do any Philadelphia viewers out there?
We have a
Yeah, I
couple-
think
we have a
that's
couple.
our primary base.
Hey, if you're watching from Philly, post this emoji.
How many we got? 7, 8?
We're waiting. We're waiting.
It's
And no one.
There's a lag. There's a lag.
okay.
You can relax. But while we're waiting, can you read Will's palm?
Oh my God! Yeah, throw that puppy out here.
Oh
Wait,
my
does
Oh
it
my
get to
God.
stay
There are no
on the
lines.
wrist?
There are no lines on it.
No, you gotta cut it off.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's men have to use their left hand. Is that it?
Oh, is that?
Actually, no, yeah, it is weirdly specific.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Very specific.
All right. Cool.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
I almost said
wow.
read my
Wow.
palm, but that would have been.
Look,
This doesn't look good.
He's
I-
got that wild
This is
fate
making
line.
me really
You
insecure.
do have a fate line.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. You've got very defined lines.
Mhm.
Let me get.
I've had work
let
done.
me get in here, and it shows, and it's subtle. Okay. Wow.
You got this.
All right.
Mhm.
So much hair. Right?
How much? Sorry. Here,
That's
you
from-
hold
that's
it
from
back.
both
You
of
hold
you.
it back. All right.
There's a lot of
so,
hair in this.
Now this has
This
gotten
one-
very sweaty since we started because I feel.
Hey,
That's-
your future's
I
on
could
the
tell.
line. You know what I
You
mean?
live a nervous life.
Oh boy, do
All right.
I.
Your fate and lifeline cross, and it's something. What was?
Oh.
It was you end up you're having like a very notable event is going to occur that is like going to alter your destiny. You might be
Yeah.
thinking, what vague
Now
language?
my hand has been the same for a long time.
Yeah.
How do we know that hasn't already occurred?
So one hand represents your like base starting point, and the other hand represents what has happened to you in your life.
Yeah, like how circumstance has affected your base points, and so
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
they tell a story together,
Okay.
and that
Now
story
the-
Now we're looking at your base.
is
The calluses. What do the calluses
you
mean?
work
Hard
your
worker.
dang ass off.
Yeah.
Hey.
You crew?
You needed what, crew?
Yeah, like rowing.
Oh, look at you! I did.
Really?
Yeah, in high school.
we're real witches.
That was wild.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
Either
yeah, yeah.
that or guitar. I'm glad I went with crew.
Oh, I no musical talent. No,
Okay.
no.
So I'm seeing that your heart line
Yeah.
starts under your index finger, and it is long and
Mhm.
swooping, which means it means that
Oh, you!
And Nike
I felt
just
so
do it,
sure you knew what you were
baby.
doing.
I'm just
I
pulling it.
also felt so sure.
It's been a week since we.
I have
did
a bird
this.
heart.
This-
I have
this-
a bird
No,
heart.
what does it mean? It means that your life is.
Something.
No, the thing is that what was it? If it's deep or shallow, it reflects on how deeply or shallowly you love people. And then also with like the swooping hand, because I also had that same thing. It's like pretty intuitive stuff with your hands. Mine also started.
You're a
finger.
swooper as well.
Yeah, and it was like you can be. You have a tendency to be confused, get a little inattentive at times.
A lot of the
And
time.
then,
Nailing
paired with like a weird obsessive behavior.
Oh,
where, like,
boy, Predator
you either
movies.
Will, like focus or you're like yes, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Make sure to point out the money line.
Yeah, we no longer need you guys. We have found an internet
Producer
diagram.
Jesse has just
Honestly-
put up a cheat sheet on the screen because right now we were just kind of doing palm describing.
yes. We want to do palm reading.
And if you're thinking,
You're right.
do these people read palms just off the top of their dome? Heck no, we don't. We print out very large pieces from WikiHow.
We do.
Now
That's
what?
how we learn.
I got these two squiggles.
So
That's your fate line is up and it's gone.
What's
yeah.
the?
So what that is, what you're
back.
pointing. So hold your palm up for everyone at home.
Hello.
So that's a fate line, and
That's-
not many people have a fate line.
And it's-
actually,
I feel
and,
like
What
a
does that
health
mean?
and a health line. So
Everything
Am I
in your
just
life
more
is
wrinkly than most
predetermined.
people?
You spend too much time in the tub. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting.
do. I like a soak.
and also it had something to do with like. You don't need fame to feel like you're accomplished in your life. Wasn't
Not
that
true.
part of it?
Not true.
Losing them.
No,
Uh-oh.
wait, that was one we got because we don't have fate lines. But
Oh,
they were
okay.
like, no one will ever know you, but you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
So-
You'll have
Opposite
your
of that.
friends.
Yeah, so having a very deep line based off of nothing but guess, I would say you will get very famous, but it'll be like alone
Now
in a
you're-
Calabasas mansion.
So perhaps very famous among like a very
very
select
niche group of people that we will see this weekend.
Yeah.
Ba-ba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are going to
Get ready to burn
Calabasas
those
this
weekends.
weekend?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Also-
what you guys are getting, you are nailing. So,
Yeah, the parts that are right are super right.
yeah, it's like,
There was some other stuff you said, but
You
whatever.
also have a lot of little broken lines.
Uh-huh.
In that.
I mean, I pick up a
represents
lot of glass.
trauma.
Oh.
Trauma.
Not,
you're a DQ.
yeah, not for nothing, but that's right.
It sounds like if you're
Trauma.
picking up a lot of glass.
I do pick up a lot.
Trauma.
Emotional glass and real glass, yeah.
It just means that you've had, lots of, that bumpy road. It's not straight and narrow. It's a little zigzag up and down. You're flying economy with no bag. No, that doesn't apply. You're flying first class with all of the
Ooh,
baggage.
never in my life.
Hey,
I
you
tried.
wait till you're suddenly flush with fame, having burned all your bridges, sitting in that first class seat, having mimosas at 3 p.m.
Wait, there's
That
We've
is-
done 224 episodes of this. If we get famous, it's not sudden. We've
Yeah.
been at this
It's
for
sudden.
5
No, I mean,
years.
if you're not famous yet, it'd still be pretty sudden.
You're gonna like save an eagle on a subway or
That would
something.
explain the
Yeah.
swooping.
Work. We just had to save an eagle.
People
Oh, yeah.
love animals.
Yeah, it's
I know.
true. We'll go viral.
And that'll be the thing.
Yeah.
You know, he also has a podcast.
Who, the eagle?
Save the dang eagle.
Oh, I'm
He saved
gonna.
that eagle and he was wearing that American flag bandana. Also that Jamaican flag bandana. It's gonna be a fun story when it's told,
Yeah.
It's gonna be complicated.
Dual citizen eagle sometimes.
Exactly. Really pushing back against expectations of a hero.
That's
Good job,
That's
Will.
what your
Thank
palm
you.
says.
That's
Yeah.
what your mom
All right.
Officially.
So, check out Dear Goddesses the last Thursday of every month at Good Theater.
Are you kicking them
Maybe.
off?
No, I'm just moving on to because we like to geek out on this
I'm
show.
just gonna
Will,
s-
we've done 224 of these.
Staring
You
at
should
my
know.
hands.
Don't worry about it.
We like to geek out on this show, and we do it with the same we call what you watching, what you reading, what you're playing. It's where we talk about what we're watching, what we're reading, what we're playing. Christine, you're on the end,
Oh.
so we'll start with you. What have you been watching?
Remember, without swearing.
Without swearing. I have been rewatching all of the old episodes of Trading Spaces with Hildy Santos Tomas because she is a literal devil. That woman does horrible things to people's houses. I love her energy. I love her spunk. I also watched Bob's Burgers all the
That's
time.
a
pretty
perfect show.
consistently, and Travel Man with Richard Iowade. These are my
Oh,
things.
I didn't know he had a show.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
charming. He travels with a
It's
comedian
too.
for 48 hours. He does not like moving vehicles. He does not like leaving home, and he does like wearing the same outfit, so it's got all my interests.
Who is this man?
That's what's his name from
The
IT crowd?
Oh,
He
Moss.
directed
Moss, yes.
Submarine.
Oh,
He's just charming as all get out.
yes, I would
He's
totally
hilarious.
watch that show.
Every time they're like, "Who's gonna be new Doctor Who?" I'm like, "Please."
Yeah, Moss.
Richard Iowade.
Yeah, I don't
No,
say his
no,
last
not Richard
name. 'cause-
Ottawada.
Yeah, Moss. Just Moss.
Moss has to play Doctor Who. It'd be
He
amazing.
would be a good doctor.
He does. And he also, the guy who's on the IT crowd who played the Crow, Noel Fielding.
Yes, I love Noel.
Wait,
That's
what did he
great-
play the crow?
I
in?
just always, I don't think he played the literal
No,
crow like
no,
that
never.
man who...
He was just
the one in the graveyard. at
The
face
one that
thing.
died?
Yeah. I don't think he did
Jason
that.
Lee.
What are you talking about?
Jason
right now?
Lee.
Because there was like an accident with a gun.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bruce
okay,
Lee's
okay.
son was
Oh, yeah.
killed
I
during
didn't-
the
I didn't
filming.
think you guys
The
were
Crow,
talking about the same thing.
Are we?
Oh, wait.
Noel Fielding got killed while filming The Crow. Also, he's Bruce Lee's son.
I had no idea.
No.
He was just on QI.
It's a ghost.
QI?
It's a ghost. Isn't it like the You Are the Weakest Link, but
For British?
for British?
No,
For
no,
British.
Yeah, but for British?
But for British.
No, Weakest Link was
No,
a British
yeah,
show
I think
first.
the Weakest Link was the weakest
Yeah,
link
we,
for
we
British.
stole that.
Cadence of a British English sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, the weakest
weak-
link.
That doesn't have the biting energy of how you would criticize
Yeah, in
someone
America,
in the
it's,
US.
Yeah.
get out of here.
Stupid.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Now you dumb face.
Get out, dum dum.
I will have to check out Travel Man because I do.
It's all on the YouTubes.
It's on the
maybe you
YouTubes?
sure aren't supposed to watch them. The full episodes on the YouTube.
She steals. She doesn't,
Tisk
she doesn't
tisk.
swear, but she steals.
But like, if you're already on YouTube, just like type it in. He doesn't
Yeah.
want no feeling is charming.
That's where I watch all my QI, so it's fine.
You think Noah Fielding's charming?
I do.
Oh yes, I do. In his paisley tops and fun hair, he
goodness.
is a
Oh, yeah.
heart.
You think it's his real hair?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
I don't know
How
who
dare
this
you.
is.
Could we bring
Oh.
him up?
Yeah.
Betty?
Well, bring up his picture so
Noel
I can
Fielding.
judge
Noel
him.
It's
Fielding.
spelled like
Fielding.
Noel, and then Fielding is, I think, just
While
Fielding.
while
like once you
producer
get
Jesse
Noel, no
brings up a
problem.
visual aid that no one else can see, Andrew, what have you been watching?
Hello. Oh, I got two mics. Is this too loud? Oh, there he is. See, there's no way that's his real hair.
I think it is.
That's a no. That's a big no.
I'm gonna agree with Betty.
Real hair?
He looks
I'm gonna have to
too
edit
much
this
like
in.
I did middle school.
You have a lot of beautiful hair.
Did you wear a wig in middle school?
See, it's a wig.
It's not a wig. It's
There's
just
no
bad.
microphone anywhere near your mouth right now, just so you
See,
know.
it's a wig.
Okay, I looked like that man in middle school. I am not wearing a wig. Did I cover up on everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
I think
It's
you're
his
good.
real hair, is what we're saying.
He's great. I like the Mighty Boosh. All
Thank
right.
you.
Oh yeah.
Does
I
that
didn't
count-
make
does
it,
that
but
count as a
thank you.
swear? No, it doesn't. So, okay, what am
It's
I
the
watching?
worst word in England.
Oh no. Well, I've been watching a lot of Jim Jarmusch movies because I realized I made it this far in life without seeing any.
I don't, I
I'm
don't
I'm sorry,
know-
did you just say a bunch of gibberish words?
What's up?
You just made a bunch of noises.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I just
don't
made it-
understand any of those words.
Jim
Jim
Boosh?
Jarmusch?
Living up to his
Jim Boosh Boosh?
white pink hat.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Jim Jarmusch?
You've
No,
definitely said it different the last 3 times.
Jim Jarmusch. Jim Jarmusch.
That's
Jim
and now that's
Jarmusch.
the leader of North Korea, right?
Yeah, no, he's
Guys, we are getting
fearless dictator
further
Jim
from the
Jarmusch.
answer to the question that I'm really caring
Sorry.
about. What are these films?
Okay, so he directed Broken Flowers with Bill Murray. He did Coffee and Cigarettes.
Okay.
Was that night recently?
Lover. Only
Mummers at
Only
Night?
Lovers
Lovers.
Left
Oh,
Alive.
okay.
Patterson with Adam Driver. He does these movies.
He does
Okay,
these
all right.
He's got great hair. That's
Can-
great
Big,
hair. We wanna talk
big.
about it.
He's a big friend of Tom Waits, so that's kind of cool. If you guys,
Okay, I
like
know
Tom
who that is.
So if I want to get into Jar of Moose, which film would you suggest?
I highly recommend Mystery Train. It's
Mystery
about-
Train?
Yeah,
That's
two Japanese tourists who are looking for Graceland.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's actually
It
it's
sounds
a very
like
good
a
film. Yeah, you guys-
Agatha Christie parody.
I thought it was gonna be at first, and there's nothing, like no mystery whatsoever. But it's pretty cool. The lead singer of The Clash is in it.
Oh.
I do know what that is.
It is a band.
It is a musical band.
Mhm.
And then I guess I've also been watching The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt season.
Yes, so
Wait, what
good,
season?
so
Season
good.
4, the latest one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's Jim Jarmusch.
Whoa, that is
also
good
a wig, probably.
hair. No.
There was in that show.
have to do
Fortune
so much
They
editing
had
in
that
this
sequence
episode.
where he just rode around on a bicycle in a circle. If that
Mm.
rings anybody's bells.
Yeah, he's definitely like a pretty pretentious director. But I like it.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
But Unbreakable Kimmy
Yeah.
Yeah,
Schmidt is
I
great.
I gave up after season 2,
What?
but I feel like I should
Ooh,
give
okay.
it.
You need
I didn't
to
like
watch.
3 as much.
Don't
yeah.
watch.
damn.
I would say don't even waste your time with season 3. Just watch season 4.
Okay, see, this is where I disagree. I like season 3 a lot. Season 2 is total garbage. I like season 3 a lot. Season 4 is
3 was
better.
okay. It was a little
Season 4 is
clunky.
the best, maybe.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Season 4 also stands alone. It can
Okay.
stand alone. You don't need to watch.
All right.
That's exciting.
argue.
I'm more
Yeah.
Because
back
I
in then.
loved the first season, and then
Yes.
was just so disappointed by the second season of Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah. Second season a little clunky, I think, is the general opinion. I didn't think it was as
Yeah, I
clunky
think
as
it's a
the
little
third
clunky.
season. It's always very good though, in its clunkiness.
Gotcha.
All right. You can no longer say clunky. You guys,
Clunky,
you've
clunky.
used it up.
Clunky, clunky.
No,
But I
no,
can
no, no.
still say clunky.
I'm gonna have to
Where
bleep.
am I on the clunk right? Can I say clunky? Yeah.
Oh
No,
boy.
you gotta win that award.
You're gonna lose that minty ham.
It's the closest thing we have to 30 Rock, though. So.
Yeah, yes, that's what
That's
we're just
true.
trying to get back to.
Yeah, I really am just trying to get back to the.
Could have watched
30
the
Rock days.
Muppet show, but you didn't,
yeah.
and it got canceled because of you.
The what?
I'm happy because you know what? 30 Rock didn't have any Muppets, and Muppets still kind of creep me out. in a
It
weird
did
way.
have Muppets. There were
There was one.
Yeah.
There was a scene or two with a Muppet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this podcast is over. I'm just gonna.
every time
I'm
you
gonna
were
go ahead and
Kenneth's
turn
head.
the
Yeah.
mics
Pull their mics.
There we
and,
go.
You're being feltist right now.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Yeah.
I don't dislike.
Just.
My great
I
uncle's
just
made
don't
of
like
felt.
when they move into my neighborhood.
It's just when there's so many of them.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Pan away. Anyway, things I've been watching, reading, and listening to.
Yeah.
Another thing, I feel like they're taking our.
Yeah, Betty, I'm so interested in what you're watching. What are you watching?
Would you clear your throat into the mic?
Oh, that's so gross.
Clunky. What I've been watching. So I'm a trash person,
Mhm.
and I only watch garbage.
Mhm.
So right now, my favorite thing is the Jersey Shore reunion on
Mm.
television. I love.
Did that happen?
It's happening. It is happening now. It is on television. You
I
can watch
I
it.
had the TV on in the background, and I heard that. I was watching
So
Comedy Central, so I was like, "Oh man, they're making a parody show
No,
of the Jersey Shore."
they're
No,
not.
it was a real commercial.
It's them. They're
oh,
back, and
and
they're
it's your
great.
fault.
And they're almost 40, all of them, and they do everything they did when they were in their 20s.
Oh,
What's the situation these days?
The situation. So people know about the situation's legal situation. You know about the legal situation.
No, I
So-
try not to care about these
I
people.
hope I don't get like slapped with some sort of lawsuit.
You
Whatever,
will.
I'll just dive into it. He, I guess, was not paying his taxes, so he's going to jail. And-
Now I will watch this show.
But okay, so the show is kind of his like big PR push to be like, I'm a good person. So he's sober, and he my favorite thing that's come out of the season is he says that the situation is under construction because he's like gained 20 pounds.
Oh.
It's very fun because he just eats cake all the time.
That
I
pun
relate
doesn't
to
make
it.
sense,
Ah,
just so you know. Like,
What?
the situation's under construction, that's not a good pun.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Situations aren't things you build.
I would disagree with that
Abstract
because
sense, maybe
yeah.
you can.
Mike, the situation Sorrentino is under construction. He's on his way to being a better man.
He's a poet.
But that doesn't.
No, you would say it's like being reconsidered or something.
Or like the my
or it's over.
or my
I'm
situation.
an English teacher.
My situation is having a situation or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're adjusting,
No.
perhaps.
Being a better person doesn't pay your taxes, though.
No,
you
but
still
it
go to
does
jail.
Help your case, to get out early. I don't know how that
Like
works.
it-
Friends with your bunkmate.
Like the
Yeah.
judge isn't going to be like, "Well, that's a good pun about your abs, sir." So
Yeah, I don't.
It's
yeah,
not.
I don't know.
yeah, the judge
Frankly,
judge ruled it good. No, there's nothing.
No.
it's a
Yeah.
You couldn't think of the word gavel.
the thing. The
The
best.
The law Mjolnir.
It's the law
The
hammer, and
little.
when we read his palm, it did clearly read that his hands can be used for justice. So
Thank
I
you.
do feel like that
Yes.
was apt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not watching for the situation.
No, you're not.
Is
No.
that all you're watching?
It's,
No, I'm not just watching that show. I am also watching The Last OG, which is very, very funny. Tracy.
Oh, the Tracy
Oh,
Morgan show.
yeah.
Yes.
with Tiffany Haddish. It is very funny. Don't watch it with your kids. There are a lot of swears and naughty bits.
I heard it's very Kimmy Schmidt-esque.
No, I would not agree with that. I think it's set in a neighborhood of New York City, and it's sort of a portrait of New York now, like Kimmy Schmidt is. But that's kind of, I think, where the similarities end. It does have that like fun lightness while tackling hard issues. Yeah, maybe it's exactly like
Yeah.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I just blew
Are you
your
just
mind.
observing that it's not a small white girl, but
Uh,
an older black gentleman?
No,
I
it's
think they're the same height.
yeah, they're the same height.
Yeah, I think he's a little.
Not for nothing, same height, same energy.
I gotta get on the Google about this.
Are you
She's getting.
Okay,
All right.
we're gonna find
We're gonna
out
find
who's
how tall they
taller,
are.
Your research department
Tracy
is just
Morgan
Um,
or I don't know.
That-
Kimmy
yeah,
Schmidt.
that
but
lady.
Also, the difference I would say between Kimmy Schmidt and Last OG is the Last OG has a very realness to it, while Kimmy Schmidt is very much irreverent.
Very
Yeah, very
Even
cartoonish.
comedy as
Yeah.
like a form.
Gotcha.
So, get a box of tissues because you might cry a little bit. That's a
Oh.
lie. You won't cry. It's
Oh.
very.
I
Why would
might.
you lie
I'm
to
a
us?
sensitive person.
You might cry.
I might cry.
You might cry.
I almost cried at the movie I went to see this
Oh,
weekend,
what did you see?
which was
What did you see?
Deadpool 2.
What?
You almost cried at Deadpool 2.
I almost did.
I almost cried at
Yeah.
Deadpool too. So
Yeah, at the very end when they formed a family.
What?
They formed a
Spoiler.
family. That's the point of the movie.
Don't spoil.
It doesn't spoil anything.
Oh my gosh, they're notably different.
You know how he makes friends with those people in the trailer, and in the trailer they're all hanging out? That's what happens, Jesse.
How tall is Deadpool?
don't.
I looked it up. Tracy Morgan's 5'10", Ellie Kemper's 5'5".
Oh, yeah.
That's
She's
5
bigger.
inches.
So, yeah, you're right. It's not the same show at all.
It's not
Yeah,
the same
too tall.
show.
Too
but
tall.
Deadpool 2. Did he form a family? Oh wait, there's
He
no
d-
spoilers. Did he form a family?
He
with
does.
The person from the Hunt the Wilder People, that like very cute kid.
What?
In that movie?
Yeah, the Hunt the Wilder People. Do you guys see Hunt the Wilder People?
No, I don't know what you're...
Or the Wilder
Hunt-
people? It's Hunt for the
Oh,
Wilder
yeah.
People.
Well, yeah. When you add the article, I know what you're talking
Who,
about.
who we talking about?
I
Skarsgård?
have no
Sarcasm.
idea.
He was like the little boy, the like 12-year-old boy in it, and he'll be probably the one with the New Zealand accent.
Oh, is he a
Rotund?
larger? Yeah.
He is a little bit.
Because
yeah.
I only know that actor's from New Zealand because Deadpool told me that actor's from
yeah.
New Zealand in the
It
movie.
has to be him unless they have another one.
Yes, of course. Oh, all right. That Jesse didn't hear us. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine.
Guys, we are talking.
It all works out in the end.
Okay, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that.
Don't turn all your microphones off.
But I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
I liked it a lot.
It got too real for me when Juggernaut showed up, and
Dude.
oh, right. Well, whatever.
That seems like a big
Hey, who
spoiler.
plays Juggernaut? I mean, guys,
Isn't it Brad Pitt?
Yes, it's Brad Pitt plays the Juggernaut.
is it?
He shows
That
up.
wasn't-
I learned this.
All the mics are off.
Did you turn that off for my dream casting of Juggernaut? I think you should turn it back up again.
Okay.
Let me know
I
when
didn't think
it's
that
up.
was
Give me a
when he was
thumbs
in
up.
the prison and they were like,
Dude,
"There's
that's
a big
just
foreshadowing
stop.
down there."
Just
I
stop.
was like,
Just
"Oh,
stop.
that's this guy."
Yeah,
Just
but
stop.
If you, even if you look up the IMDb page of Deadpool 2, you're gonna see all these cameos.
No, you don't.
I bet
Stop
you
They've been
do.
sent-
talking about it.
Guys, I went to the movies. Taking
Did you
this
see a
show
movie?
back. I saw Action Point, the new Johnny Knoxville movie.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he's
it's a-
still relevant.
Now, was it weird when Vanessa died in that one?
My God, Will.
No. What? Wait.
Wait, for what? What
Vanessa.
are we talking about?
No.
Vanessa Hudgens?
Dies in Action Point?
She died?
Is it
How many
a
people
high
are
school
watching this
musical
right now?
crossover?
Oh my god. What are the comments saying? If you think Vanessa Hudgens dies in Action
There
Point,
is zero comment.
post this
No,
emoji.
Homeland? Is she not Vanessa Hudgens?
No, she was in High School Musical.
Not Vanessa Hudgens. The Vanessa.
What?
Who are you referring to?
What? I don't know.
What is Action
I
Point?
just
Johnny
said it.
Knoxville.
A family in the absence of his like lady. Oh.
Okay.
No.
Johnny Knoxville owns an amusement park loosely based off of the actual park in New Jersey called Action Park.
Does Johnny Knoxville die in the end?
Yes.
Don't spoil it.
It'd be a shame if someone spoiled Action Point.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's-
just okay.
Yeah, like it was a few rewrites of the script away from being like an Empire Records like fun look at all these characters movies, but like they introduced like 6 really cool characters that you never get to know and they're just kind of always in the background. And like it lacks that payoff.
Just
Like
like Jackass.
like they introduce a character. He's like, this is Killer. He works at the park. We don't pay him, but he's always just hanging around looking for fights. And like, there's a moment where he punches a guy and he like feels real good about it. If they had set up throughout the film him like not getting the chance to to punch a guy and like that just build for just that one good punch, it would have been amazing. And they just missed the mark on that like a few times over and over again. And Johnny Knoxville's getting old.
Yeah. They don't even need to do the makeup anymore.
Did Steve-O make an appearance?
No,
No,
Steve-O's
no.
dead.
What are you
had
doing?
Died in Deadpool.
He did not. What?
Yeah.
I had a
Who made it out of that
big
movie?
crush on
Don't
him.
die on
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Big crush on Steve-O?
In high school, I had a really
Ew.
big
Yeah,
crush
I'm on the
Steve-O.
ooh team.
Oh, this
I
explains
was
so
like,
much.
yeah, I was into it.
Oh, he's so scummy.
He's not that bad.
Are you serious?
Buy
fine.
my sneakers. I'm Steve-O.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Don't encourage him.
He is the bottom of the barrel of the Jackass crew, and that
That's
really
okay.
is saying something.
No, I don't think he's the
no, That
worst.
is, that
No.
is not.
Yeah, Bam's the
That's
worst
Bam.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be
And
Bam.
that guy
Bam.
no one-
Count Bam.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Bam, and then
Bam.
that
We
guy
all
no
know
one
it's
knows.
Bam.
Aaron McGee.
Yeah, that's the one.
He treated his family.
Oh, I know.
The way
So
he treated
rude.
his father.
Yeah.
I really like having them here because we never have to worry about dead air.
No,
No.
no.
Either the two of us stop talking, a conversation starts,
Yeah,
and it's
it's
really
fine.
cute.
If you're
Aw.
wondering, have we gotten stuck places and been an hour late to occasions because we stood outside and talked for too long? Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, I was
literally my
wondering.
next
Many
question.
a soup dumpling restaurant has had to stay open for us.
And Courthouse.
And courthouse.
Steve-O's not that bad. I just wanted to bring it back
It's
to this.
not good.
I
honestly
think
feel like
I
Johnny
think
Knoxville
he's
was-
currently doing the best out of all of them.
He is. He's a vegan.
Oh, yeah, well, then he's got all those superpowers.
Yeah.
He's a vegan. Yeah.
All right.
Guys, we're gonna run out of time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Sorry. 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 Go ahead.
Can we go over?
No.
No, it's tough to rent out
If you
this
want us
corner.
to go over, post this emoji. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
How many? How many people are doing this right now, director?
That's the wrong one.
I,
threw up the
I feel
shower
I feel like
by
we've
accident.
lost a lot of
How many people
a
are
lot of
watching?
viewers. It doesn't. It's not monitored, but
That's
no one
fine.
is currently talking to us.
That's fine.
Maybe you just have the chat off.
It's quite possible, but there's no way that we can tell. Based on how this is going, I think we're gonna jump to the game. I think it's game time.
You
Let's
think
do
we're
it.
going to take a long time?
Oh, I think this is gonna breed some
Someone
said
discussion
something.
and stuff like
What
that.
did they say? Did they post the emoji?
I'm here living through this.
You're welcome.
You survived, man. You survived.
Guys, you ready to play a game?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We're gonna play a game called Reddit Says. Are you guys familiar with
Oh,
Reddit?
God, no.
Yes.
I'm familiar with Reddit.
In the
yeah.
abstract sense. Okay, so what I've done is I went to the subreddit Ask Reddit, where you can post any question, and I have the top 10 most upvoted answers to that question. It's going to work just like Family Feud. You just have to give me the number one answer.
Oh.
So everyone will get a chance to answer every question, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. All
That's
right.
great.
Thank
Cool.
you.
All right, I think you guys all understood it. So starting off, actually, let's start with this one. Xaneth asks, if you could stand in one place in the world and watch everything that has happened throughout history, where would be the most interesting place to stand?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a deep one. Will, we're going to start with you.
Oh,
Yeah, Will gets to play.
yeah.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Glad you approve.
Now a foe, once a friend.
We read
We
your
were
palm.
friends.
We read your
Aw.
palm.
You read your palm.
And it said, hey, we're friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Lincoln bedroom.
Lincoln Bedroom. Lincoln Bedroom is a
For
good...
forever,
that-
all of time.
Well, I mean, it was however many years, like 50 years we've been around.
Who knows what will happen in the future?
Something might have happened in that spot before there was a house there.
Yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot.
Nice swamp.
Betty, what do you think? Where would you
Um,
stand?
I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna say Egypt.
Egypt.
Ooh, all of Egypt.
All of Egypt.
Yeah.
Stand on that one tall hill.
Hey,
Ooh, that's
it's
a
called
pyramid.
a pyramid.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're getting there in the beginning.
Yeah. Before that, it was a hill.
Andrew?
Yeah, I'd probably similarly like Jerusalem, same region.
Jerusalem.
Oh, taking it religious.
Yeah, I think a lot of things revolve around there.
That was Christine's.
Okay, I'm trying to guess what the internet would.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
trick
that's
to
right.
this
We were
game.
trying to win,
Oh,
not
Yeah,
not
'cause
share an
it's about
opinion.
opinions.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm standing by Egypt.
I feel like everybody wants to see when penguins first came into existence.
Mm.
So I don't
That is
know
a
where you
lie.
would stand to see that.
Yeah, what
the
if it was a
top.
different no,
People
that's
would
wrong.
stand at
They're
the
not at the
top.
top. They're at the bottom.
At the bottom.
At the bottom, they would stand at the bottom.
But that might have been a different place when penguins were made.
Pangea.
Stand in the middle.
Stand in the middle.
Yeah, you
Watch
can
it
see
all
more
happen.
because it's all connected.
Oh, and our
Just stand at the
answers
core.
were
Just stand
opinion?
at the core of the earth and get a pair of binocs and look out.
Okay. So
Alright,
what
core
was
of
this?
the earth.
So you had, just to wrap it
Core-
up, you
core
had
of the-
Lincoln's bedroom, Egypt, Jerusalem, and the core of
The
To see
core of the
penguins.
earth.
Or the top, middle, or bottom.
So just
Well,
Earth.
there might be penguins in the hollow Earth. So.
We don't
what,
know.
what now?
Oh, the Earth is hollow.
Oh,
Moving
yeah,
on.
Okay, anyway.
Or flat.
No, it's not fun. I'm not
If you
stupid.
think
The Earth is not flat.
the
It's
Earth
hollow.
is flat. Post this emoji.
Our one loyal viewer, where would you like to stand?
Yeah. Jeff Stormer in the chat, if you'd like to play, go ahead and throw up your answer as well.
All right.
Also, do you
Why
think the
not?
Earth is flat?
Top 10 answers are number 10 is London. Number 9
Penguin.
is Berlin.
Oh.
Number 8 is a tie between Paris and Jerusalem.
yeah.
So that'll be 3 points for Andrew. Number 7 is the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah, thank you. Jeff Stormer with the moon, just so you know.
That's pretty
good.
You can see the whole Earth.
Number 6 is the Vatican.
Okay.
Number 4 is the Grand Canyon. Just watch that erode.
What's on there?
Yeah, but you watch it erode.
You get to see those cute donks.
Yeah, there's a lot of
A
donks.
lot of donks.
Number 3 is Susa, Iran. I don't know.
That's specific.
Oh,
Birthplace
that's
of
the
civilization.
Persia. And,
Yes. Number 3 is between the Tigris and Euphrates. Yeah, I don't know what that
That's
is.
where like humans
Fertile
were made, I
crescent.
The
think.
Fertile Crescent.
Ah.
Yeah. What was it?
Mesopotamia, Mesopotamia.
Number 2.
Fertile, this crescent.
Number 2 is all of Egypt.
No.
Yeah.
What's up?
Serious?
What's
No,
up?
it is not.
No,
What's
she
up?
said the hill though. So
I
that's-
know that was that girl. I said Egypt. I said I'm going broad. I'm saying play back the clip. I said
I can't believe
So
number
that's-
2 is all of Egypt.
So number
I know the internet.
and number 2. So that's 9 points for Betty. And number 1 was Rome.
Why?
That's the same
It
as the
falls,
Vatican.
you dingus. It falls.
That's a good point, but sorry.
Are you calling the internet a dingus?
All of it. Yeah.
So Betty, we'll start with you in this one.
Sure.
Mitt004 asks, what's a really messed up movie that everyone should see at least once?
Human Centipede.
Human
Oh, that's a
Centipede.
good
Big fan of Human Centipede?
No, I've never seen it because I'm afraid.
Okay. All right. Interesting choice.
Should we watch it?
Jeff Storm, you can jump in if you want as well. Andrew.
I'm gonna say 7. I hate that movie. I absolutely detest that disgusting, gross movie, and I don't think. It is so dark. It
is a
really
dark
messed up.
movie.
David Fincher is a horrible person. Nor do I think everyone should see it. But this is my answer because I feel like that's probably what's gonna be on Reddit.
Okay. All right.
I'm
That's a
playing
good
to win.
guess. 7.
Nice.
Okay. It's like Reddit, a dark part of the internet, or like a gray part of the internet.
It's like a gray part.
Okay.
Gray.
So like not that weird snuff film, that like weird Italian snuff film grossness, right? That would be
No,
too
maybe.
low. Maybe. What's
Oh,
that
yeah,
one with
dude,
those?
Salo.
Oh, maybe.
Say
A,
Salo.
what if I go gent? Can I?
No,
Salo's
Salo's problem.
Are you
What
thinking
about
of
like
the
Silence of the Lambs? That's a
No.
gentle
Ah.
one. People
No, no,
get.
no, no, no.
I'm gonna do
It's too PG.
darker?
Oh,
It's too solid.
darker. What's the
Or
Purge wasn't
Antichrist, or
scary.
Antichrist.
Antichrist. I'm gonna go Antichrist.
Antichrist.
Despite being in competition, the committee has decided
I figure
Antichrist.
that we could probably split points.
William.
Downfall?
Downfall. I don't know what Downfall is.
That's that Hitler movie that they make the videos that when Hitler freaks out and they put the wrong subtitles.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like a whole movie.
In the chat, we have Cannibal Holocaust. As
Oh,
Cannibal
yeah.
Top
That's a good answer.
top 10 answers are number 10, Train Spotting.
That's
I like that
there's
movie.
Just
That's a
Silence
great
of the
movie.
Lambs
That's-
doesn't seem too PG.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
there's
The
one
producer Jesse says A
bad
Clockwork Orange.
scene in
Oh,
Trainspotting.
Clockwork Orange would be a good one.
Yeah, that
Number 9 is Come and See. I have no idea what
Yeah,
that
I
was.
don't know that one.
sounds pornographic.
Number 8 is Once Were Warriors.
Uh,
No, I don't know that one. Number 7 is Grave of the Fireflies.
That's just, yeah, that's
I've never seen it. I've only used it as a
You're
punchline.
so lucky.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would never wish that up on.
I believe the film you were thinking of is a Serbian film. That's that like
Solo?
not Solo. It's actually called a Serbian film. And number 6 on this list is not a Serbian film. If someone tells you that, they're lying to you. That was the number 6 answer.
Did they like kill a lot of animals?
No, that's Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, that's Cannibal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5 is Old Boy.
I was gonna say,
what?
oh boy.
Yeah.
Incest.
Number 4 is Requiem for a Dream.
Really?
People really do not like drugs.
Yeah,
is what
that's,
I'm
Oh.
learning
that's
from
what I'm
this
getting.
list.
Number 3 is Hotel Rwanda.
Oh, that's an upsetting
yeah.
film.
Genocide, right? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Check it
Number
out.
2 is American History X.
Oh.
And
I guess,
You
yeah,
don't
it's
like
a
that
different
movie,
direction.
Don't look out the dang window.
and number 1 is Prisoners.
So none of us were on
Yeah,
that list.
it's
Prisoners.
it's a Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal
That's
film.
that one?
Yeah.
That was too dark for people?
No, but you should see it once. It's really messed up, but you should see it once. Was the question?
Was that messed up?
I haven't seen it.
I
Compared to
haven't
all the
seen
other ones we named?
I haven't
No.
seen it. I haven't seen it.
Human centipede.
All right.
Yeah, it's
I guess that's pretty bad.
some torture in it.
Don't know.
I know you guys are ableist and all, but still.
That'll do it.
And
Cannibal Holocaust?
Andrew, we'll start with you on this one. Switzer44 asks, if you had to smell like one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Grand Noir. I know what the internet likes.
Should value smell more. Lilac.
Ooh, that's a
Lilac.
good answer.
Lilac. Very, very specific answer.
Say
Go.
Rome.
Yeah, all of Egypt. No.
Sandy.
Tea
Sandy.
tree. I feel like people love a tea tree oil,
Tea
an
tree?
essential oil. If I can go vague.
It's Will's turn.
Oh, shit.
And
Line jumper.
I'm
It's okay.
and then you.
You're in the running.
I'm gonna try to pick with the internet. This isn't my answer. This
Okay.
is what I want. I want to win.
You want to win.
I'm gonna say bacon.
Bacon.
That is pandering.
He's- I feel like you looked at that composition book like it was there.
All right, now Betty,
You
it's your
said
turn.
it again.
It wasn't into the mic. It's
It
Yeah.
was.
I know, but I wanted to call you on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I was gonna say vanilla.
Oh.
I'm still gonna say vanilla. Whatever. Bacon
Oh.
was a really good
These are all
answer.
good smells.
Yeah, there's some
I
good
like smelling
smells.
all
These
these
are all
things.
good smells.
All right. Cool mint. Cool mint from the chat. Cool chat.
That's also
Just to
good. Thank you.
recap, Andrew, you have 3 points, and Betty has 9. Okay,
Damn.
just and everybody else.
Oh,
How
yeah,
many
you
points
got-
do I have?
You do not have any.
Got
Neither
all
does
Thank
Will.
you.
Neither does the chat. Okay. Top 10 smells. Okay, number 10 is orange blossoms.
It's good.
I was gonna say citrus. I was gonna say citrus.
Number 9 is lavender.
Ah,
We said lilac.
That's so close.
it's bacon. Yep,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
not the same.
That's what bacon's
Bacon's
like.
definitely gonna be on.
Number 8 is cocaine.
I'm,
I thought cocaine was
Doesn't-
odorless.
yeah,
really
I've
have
never
to.
smelled it.
I feel like coca.
Oh, I
does a
get
bit.
it. You want to smell
Oh.
like
Good job,
Clever
gang.
internet.
Good job, team.
Good job.
Number 7 is honeysuckle.
Oh, that's not
It's-
anything.
Number 6 is fresh baked chocolate chip cookies.
So obvious.
Okay. The pandering.
Number 5 is rain.
Rain smells like dirty street.
Yeah, how about acid rain? Come on.
Not in Philadelphia, like good rain.
Wow.
Number 4,
These are the scents of people who don't move. These are the scents of people who lounge.
number 4 is a campfire.
You
Oh,
want
that's nice.
You want to
That's nice.
smell like a campfire?
Yeah, I don't agree
I
with that
want to
one.
smell
That has to be
a
carcinogenic.
campfire
Yeah,
around
you'll
me.
never know if something's on fire near you. You're
And
in
you
a
smell
constant.
like you're on fire. all
Yeah,
the
you're
time.
constantly at threat of not being aware of a fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true. This is tough. Number 3 is my cologne. This way you wouldn't have to buy it anymore. Save some money.
Frugal.
Yes.
That's smart.
Number 2 is lilac.
Oh!
Yes!
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's good for 9 points.
Oh man, you're tied.
Jump up to 12.
I love lilac. I don't know.
I love lilac.
I love
Number
lilac.
one essential oil.
And number 1 is vanilla.
What?
No! Betty, no!
Hi, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who's been following. If you enjoyed this, please comment this emoji. Oh, shit.
I
You
like to say
keep
I'm
cha-
sorry
all
I
right.
couldn't- Sorry I couldn't win for
So
all
you
of you.
you
tonight.
cursed and also held up the wrong number of fingers. So I wanted that.
Is it this one?
Yeah, please do
Rock on.
this emoji.
So Betty wins,
I'm
And-
not gonna say anything.
and we have to get going. Anything you guys would like to plug?
Come to Dear Goddesses, June 28th, 8 p.m. at Go Good Comedy Theater in Philadelphia, in the state of Pennsylvania, continental USA,
Nice.
left side of the globe.
No right side.
Depends which way it's turning.
My perspective.
I like to plug Jim Jarmusch, the lilac of filmmakers.
Skip skidoo.
Anyone who has read it, please up essential oils. I feel like it's covering a lot of your bases and it gives you a chance to grow and live.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you guys have Twitters?
Nope.
I do have a Twitter.
Cool.
I do.
Do,
I have a Twitter.
do you care to give it out on the show?
No,
So
that's
if
how you get attacked, Noah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll circle back on that one.
I'll leave it in the comments of the YouTube.
Yeah, I will as well.
Video.
If people don't attack me and say that I have bad taste in TV shows.
Okay.
It's the meanest thing the internet can say.
It is.
Will, anything to add?
Yeah, I'm still offering to fight the coward, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, I forgot that we were in a feud with Jean-Claude Van Damme now.
His show
Whatever.
was just canceled.
He had a show.
Yeah.
He probably canceled it because he's scared I'm coming for him.
That makes sense.
That holds up.
Yeah,
up.
it does. Thank you for saying that.
I'm trying to find the upcoming shows. Keep talking.
Oh, what's his show about?
Jean Claude?
Yeah,
You know what?
don't care.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
Was it about him losing fights to people in bars?
Let's focus on the
Because
important
that's what he
things.
does. Loses fights.
Fights in bars.
You pointed at the right.
He does lose.
Yeah, I did the
Is
right
this based off of a story in the news, or just like you look at him, and you're like, he's gonna lose a bar fight?
I forget why I don't like him.
But you are
What happened in the
dedicated
show.
to it.
But I do know he got in a bar fight. This is years and years ago, and he got his butt kicked.
Feels familiar. Feels very.
Unlike
familiar.
my hero Vinnie Jones, who gets in bar fights all the time, and he wins, and then he has to get bailed out by his directors to go film movies.
Yeah,
Who's
well, I
Vinnie
mean,
Jones?
John
He was the
Van Damme.
Juggernaut who shows up in Deadpool 2, Jesse.
I'm gonna bleep all of
Oh
that.
yes, he is the one in that Euro trip.
Yes, he's the soccer hooligan.
Yeah,
He's any large British man. It's probably Vinnie Jones.
But yeah, he doesn't have the decorative musculature of a Jean-Claude
No,
Van
but he
Damme.
has a
That's
natural
true.
largeness
yeah, he has a
to
natural,
him.
and he has
He's a-
scary
he's
face.
clunky.
He's
Some-
scary
Yeah, he has a
face.
clunk.
He has a clunk
to
to him.
him.
All
And
right.
yeah, a scary face.
Yeah. Oh.
You find those?
5 stars on iTunes, 5 stars on Stitcher. Vote for us on podcastland.com. Make us the podcast of the month. You can also follow us on Wildfire Radio and Spotify Radio. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube so you can watch along, and watch along on Twitch if you'd like, every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Upcoming shows include next week, which is the 14th, we're going to have the return of Phil Schott, who was the creator of Cheese Quest, the quest for cheese. The game's done. He's going to bring it for us to play with. It's going to be awesome. And then the week after that, that's going to be the 21st. Remember when we had Bryce on and he said his friend does a podcast?
I do.
His friend's coming on. His name's Ben, and that's all the information I have at the moment.
Cool.
So yeah, Ben's going to be here. It's going to be great.
And we'll be here for that as well.
If you
Sure.
open invitation.
We're all the 5 of us are gonna host.
Anytime you don't host, but anytime there's dead air, just start talking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome.
It's
Cool.
the maximum of our lives.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Net Neutrality for existing and allowing this show to exist. This is the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast. Thank you guys so much.